Just coming off the field then, the girls were buzzing. So they're looking forward to obviously our first game. Long travel to Perth first up, so it's good that we get it out of the way, but the girls have been buzzing all week. And they're looking sharp today in their last bit of the session, so we're looking forward to it. Probably playing a little bit different this year than what we were last year, so it's going to take a bit of time in the way that we want to, I guess, tactically line up. So having the window that interrupted us, a couple of weeks back was obviously an issue, but it's the same issue for everyone. So slowly we'll implement our style of play and what we want to do. But that's going to take time. But we're confident that what we've been able to put into the girls in the last few weeks, that we'll be able to give a good show against Perth away. I think if we look at the recruits that we brought in players that are probably technically very good on the ball and very sound on the ball. So probably a little more, building up and linking up through our back to mid-third. We want to be a little more confident in what we can do in possession of the ball. So bringing in people like Grace Maher and Evan Zim to some extent, these are players that are good on the ball. So we just want to bring players that are comfortable and that can help with our style of play that we want. But again, it's going to take a little bit of time. We have to be patient with it. But when we connect, it's going to be really good. Yeah, not only obviously they're new recruits, but they're young players too. So they're players that are going to build a future at our club, hopefully. We identified a couple of girls through our pathway in Calder that worked hard through the NPL season that earned an opportunity to play in the A-League this year. So again, they're very good technical players, and they're the players that we wanted to try and bring into our squad this year. So, looking forward to giving some debuts to players, but also not just today, but over the next few weeks, it's going to be a great opportunity. And people like Kiwa, Lucy Richards, these girls here, they're all had a really good stint in the NPL, and giving them a chance now at A-League is what we were basically put here to do as an A-League club, is to give players opportunity. So we're happy that we're going to do that again. Yeah, I mean, Carly's an interesting one. Carly only played 2 or 3 games the season before, and then came with us and played almost every game, apart from 1 or 2 with injuries. So, Carly's experience for 1 season in the A-League is going to help her and keep her in good stead for this year. People like the twins, girls, Stacey, that have never really been in a professional environment, that first year is going to really help them going into this year. And you can already see they've got a different approach to their training and pre-season. I think they're much more ready for it. And if they're much more ready than they were last year and they had the season that they did, who knows what they can bring this year. So yeah, really looking forward to it. It's going to take time for us, but I'm really looking forward to getting up to Perth and giving it a good show. Yeah, the only thing that we've seen is they've had 1 practice game that we were able to view. It was against an NPL All-Star team, quite similar to us a few weeks ago. But they're a well-organised side. The coach is well organised. He's been there for 4 years. He's obviously going to expect them to get some really good results this year. They've signed a couple of good players. They've actually signed a couple of girls from the Philippines national team as well. So, there's some good players that are going into that group. Obviously, they haven't played, a game last week, so we haven't been able to see what they do. But we'll anticipate that some of their players and their quality that they got, is going to be on show to the point that we have to be ready for that and match that. So yeah, there's no doubt they'll be well organised. But like last year, we just need to worry about us each week. And if we worry about us, then we're pretty confident we'll look after ourselves each game. We need to just focus on us and not so much worry about what Perth are doing. But they've definitely brought in some good players, and that's something that we have to keep an eye on. And as long as we do our job, then I'm confident that we'll be able to get what we need out of the game.